Ooh, I think I might have just hit the jackpot. Hey, I'm the Drunk Carpenter. I'm gonna show you how to make a storage rack just like that, completely free. Ooh, I think I might have just hit the jackpot. Oh yeah, this is a good find. All right, so I got a good amount of pallet wood loaded up. As far as pallet wood goes, I always try and snatch up those longer ones. You can always cut down a board, but you can't make them longer. No shit! There's ones in particular that I really like that they're orientated a different way than these. These ones, the stives in the middle are 2x4s, which is really awesome because you can always use more 2x4s. But these pallets in particular are orientated a different way to where the 2x4 pieces are a lot smaller, which kind of sucks. But we got some long pallet wood on there, and that's always a good thing too. So after I hit that major score, I kept pallet wood hunting, and I found the Moby Dick of pallets.
I caught my very own Moby Dick.
And here she is in all her glory. So if you ever have the opportunity to grab one of these, for sure do it. So this is a massive 4-foot by 8-foot pallet, but the big score on this thing is these middle stringers, or at least I'm pretty sure they're called stringers. And why these are so important might be kind of dumb, but they're important to me.
That's dumb. It's not dumb.
The regular 4-foot by 4-foot ones have a good 2x4 centerpiece, but there's always a notch cut out of them, which kind of render it useless. Which I have a couple videos where I definitely take advantage of those things, but these ones are great because they're actual 2x4s and there's no notch. So not only are we getting all this great pallet wood, we're also getting 8-foot long 2x4s.
Crazy. What a deal.
But you're probably thinking, oh my god, it's a 2x4, who cares? Well, I care. I mean, have you looked at lumber prices recently? So obviously prices vary from area to area, and of course the time. Remember COVID when it was like $6 for one of these things? So prices have come down, but in my area at least, they're about $3.50 a piece.
$3.50?
And look at this thing, we got 4 of them! So how much should I save? 6, 9, 12. That's $14 worth of 2x4s right here. And hey, I ain't poor, but I ain't rich. If I can save $14, I'm saving $14. So if you're a pallet wood junkie like me, these big ones, of course I'm gonna snag those up. And a little extra treat, when I got this one, I was also able to find this one. This is one of those weird plywood pallets. There's definitely a reason they were given out for free, but plywood's expensive too. So I can for sure cut this up and use it as a shelf or something.
What a treat.
But now, this is where the work begins. So the best way I found taking these things apart is just using a hacksaw. I'm gonna go just behind the pallet, cutting the nails off. And if I wanted to later, I can go ahead and remove those nails just using a punch hole, which I definitely do if I'm making anything out of pallets. You for sure don't wanna leave a nail head in there if you're running it through your planer or any type of machinery. But since I'm just making a shelving unit out of it, I don't think I need to take the nail heads out, so I'm probably not gonna waste my time with that. And I know what you're thinking, you were so proud of those 2x4s, but now I'm just leaving nails in them. Well, guess what? It's a shelving unit in my basement. I don't care. Just like that, we're free. I'll admit they don't always go that nice. They for sure don't. All right, that's 4 down, only 328 to go.
So many.
And that right there is a... Oh, I forgot to do one, just wait. And that right there is a 100% free...
I think you missed one.
Free 8-foot long 2x4. Nice. Last one. Dang it, I broke that one. Now, if you guys want to skip all the BS of building your own shelf, make sure you check out Flex Mount. They have a huge variety of different storage options, ranging from shelving units to lockers to under the bed storage, outdoor and indoor uses. They have some crazy cool items there. And probably the coolest one that they have is this GL1. I needed this unit because I completely ran out of room on the sides of my walls in my shop. This thing is absolutely genius. You can put it anywhere you want in your shop or your garage. It doesn't need to be next to a wall, and it just adds so much more storage that you're going to be able to have. Everything that they have is super high quality material and is definitely not going to break the bank when you're buying it. FlexMount has super reasonable prices. I have a link in the description below that'll take you right to their website. So even if you're not looking for anything, just click on this website. I guarantee you that there's something in there that you're going to want. This thing is an absolute game changer. when it comes to storage. I do really love this thing. In my shop, I do have limited space. This thing is absolute genius. Flex mount, check them out. So after about 20 minutes and one saw blade, this thing is toast.
I'm toast.
Let's go ahead and check out what we got here. So this is pretty much all the wood that I collected earlier today. But over here we got 4 2x4s. Those are $3 to $4 a piece. I got 3 5.5 by 3/4 inch boards. Those are worth about $2-3 a piece. I got a bunch of 2 to 3 foot long 2x4s. I don't know, not really worth maybe 50 cents a piece. I don't know. But I got 12 3.5 by 3/4 inch board. Those are worth $1 a piece. And then just a lot more pallet wood here. I think they're 4 feet long, but there's plenty of projects to use pallet wood for, so that's super nice to have. And this is the creme de la creme of what I got.
Is that French?
This is an awesome 8 foot by 2.5 foot. I guess you could consider this a pallet, but this bad boy is made out of 3 2x4s and some really nice 3/4 inch plywood that's on top of it. And my idea for the shelving unit was to make it about 8 feet long and 2 feet deep. So I was gonna take this apart and readjust, but it came with this carpet on it, and I'm thinking,
don't hurt yourself now.
I'm just gonna keep it like this. Now I have a whole shelf already pre-made, and I don't gotta do anything with it. So I'm gonna end up basing all my other shelving units on this size. And right now I'm just making the frame, that's all I'm doing. So back here is where I'm setting up my storage. So we're gonna throw these legs on here. There's not really an easy way of doing it, but I'm just gonna try and set this thing up so when I got the legs installed, I can go ahead and just push this thing up against the wall right where I want it. These ain't no pine boards. When you're busting through screws, it's tough wood.
Some tough stuff right now.
All right, let's see if I can even pick this damn thing up. Oh no! Well, it looks good, but I'm thinking I made it a little too tall. It's only like a foot of clearance up here. Yeah, exactly a foot. That's all right, not anything big was going up top, but I'm putting just the frame together because even with just this frame, this thing's pretty heavy. If I put all these pallet wood boards on top of here before I lifted it up, I don't know if I would have been able to. But speaking of pallet wood, let's grab that and put it on. So lucky you guys, I'm testing out all the different materials. Bottom shelf here, I got the plywood. Second shelf, I'm gonna be using 3/4 inch, and up top, I'm just gonna be using the regular standard 1/2 inch pallet wood. So there's a reason I put 3 braces in the middle here. My 3/4 inch pallet wood was only in 6 foot sections. You can see it doesn't quite go the full 8 feet that I want.
I'm never good enough.
So I cut a bunch of them down just to 2 feet, and that'll finish out the run. But I want to make them as flush as possible on the seam. So I put a brace right where that seam's gonna be. That way I can tack some nails down on the edge there, and then that should keep it flush. And now all we gotta do is secure these boards down. I'm just using a 16 gauge nail gun. You really don't need much to secure these down, and this is probably the fastest way you're gonna be able to do that. You know, in hindsight, it probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to just throw these through a planer and then have them all surfaced and jointed. It would have made it look a lot better. So if you want to go ahead and pull that off, go right ahead. But for me, this is a storage unit. It doesn't have to be perfectly flat, and it doesn't have to look amazing.
Good enough.
Remember, we got this all from pallet wood. Might not look amazing, but it was free. And I would have had to take all these nails out for that. Oh, good thing I'm so lazy. So we got our 3 different shelves all put up, but the real question is, are they gonna hold? Plywood's doing great. The 3/4 inch is solid. Oh, this is so stupid, I'm gonna get hurt. And there ain't much room, but the pallet wood is just fine. I'm actually pretty surprised how solid this is. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get down. Oh no. Oh, almost there. Whew. So here's the shelf, and I'm so glad I was able to show you that you guys can build stuff like this out of free material. I mean, I got this all on the side of the road. Pretty sweet if you ask me. But just to show, my shelf's made out of 3 different materials, so don't be scared if you're picking something up and thinking you're not gonna be able to make something with it. Shelf like this, almost any material is gonna work. So that's it for this time, and don't remember, grab a beer and build something.